Your friends are probably holding you back. The reason why I say this is because when you are taking a route that is untraditional from the others, where you know you're meant for more, you know you want to do more, you want to be more, you know you want to have more. There are some people in your circle that you need to reevaluate. And what I mean by that is you need to evaluate your circle. You are the sum of the five people you hang around. If you're hanging around people that are okay with being average, being mediocre, having regular things, doing this, that, and the third, your life is going to end up like that unless you do one thing. And that one thing is getting the circle of influence in order. And I remember vividly when I was in high school and in college, there were people that were quote unquote wanting to do big things, but their actions didn't reflect that. And I know that there was going to be a point in time because I believed in myself so much, I know I was going to be monumental. And there was a point in time where people would get jealous, people would get envious, and people would just like say I didn't deserve it and so on and so forth. And having those negative influences around you are not going to be conducive to your success. And I had to cut those people off. Now, at the point in time, it was very challenging because we grew up with one another. We always hung out, kicked it, and did whatever the case may have been. But the reason why I didn't have any remorse about it is because I had the end goal in mind. I was like, am I gonna let this person dictate my future because of their basically their imperfection, their insecurities that they're trying to project on me because I'm doing something great that they're not doing, and they're not doing the work that I've been putting in up to this point in time. And it is a very cliche saying, you are the sum of the five people you hang around, but it is so true. You have to really focus on who you're surrounding yourself with, because iron sharpens iron at the end of the day. So if you have guys that are constantly improving themselves every day, they're constantly reading, they're constantly evolving, they're constantly pushing the needle, they're constantly pushing themselves, what do you think your life is going to look like over time? You're going to be a reflection of them. So you're going to start incorporating those habits, those thoughts, those beliefs, and those actions on a daily basis because that's all you know. That's all your environment is curated around. If you're in an environment that's curated around people that smoke weed, drink alcohol, all they do is talk about hoes. They talk about the shit that they want to do, but they never do it. They're never a man of their word. They just talk a lot. They just talk a lot. You want to be a doer. I know you want to be a doer. You don't want to be a talker. You want to walk the walk and be able to talk the talk. You don't want to just be a talker, because when you are a talker, your reputation is hindered. People don't trust you. People don't like you. People know you're not going to follow through with the shit that you do. People like people that honor their word. At the end of the day, people honor people that honor their own word. If you live up to your own expectations, people are going to see that, and they're going to be able to trust you to give you money, give you that opportunity, be able to introduce you to somebody that maybe in your industry that's an expert that wants you to grow and kind of evolve within that career field. So you have to understand that the people you surround yourself with is very important. I remember one time, one of my guys that are not my guys anymore, one of my guys that aren't my guys anymore, basically what ended up happening was that we kind of went to a fallout. He was like, oh, bro, why don't you help me? Why don't you help me do the real estate shit? Why don't you help me? Why don't you help me? I see you got some results. You got this internship. You've been able to meet the X, Y, and Z people. And the reason why I didn't help him is because he wasn't willing to help himself. He wasn't willing to do the things on a daily basis that was able to get him out of the circumstance that he was in. He was really just looking for a handout for me to give him that he could take in order for him to have the outcomes that I had. And it doesn't really work like that. Obviously, you have to put in the work. Obviously, you have to learn the skill. You have to work on the craft. But at the end of the day, it all starts with you. If you don't start becoming the person that has the things that you want and start embodying that person as if you already have those things today, then you'll never be able to see the outcome and be able to indulge in the fruits of your labor, which is what I know you guys want. And me looking back at all the past experiences I've been able to go through with friends, family, acquaintances, you name it, you just have to ignore the noise and block out the noise. If you don't have people around you that are helping you grow and helping you and pushing you in whatever endeavor that may be, just be in solitude, be by yourself, be alone, because at the end of the day, bro, the more you focus on you, you'll become the focus. And there was a point in time where I had to do that personally. My freshman year of college, I didn't really meet anybody like that because I knew that at some point my 4 years of school was going to go by just like this, which it did. And I knew that I had to get on my shit right then. So there was already a sense of urgency, and I was tired of being who I was. And I just knew there was time for a drastic change. And ever since then, I've never looked back. My life has changed for the better. And you just have to be like, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, some people are so okay with being okay, but they still cry and complain about them circumstances. So what that tells me is that you're okay with being okay. And if there isn't something in you that irks you to be able to get yourself out of the predicament that you're in, you just don't want it bad enough. And if you don't want it bad enough, that's okay. There's a playing field for people that just want to have a regular life and do regular things, and that's okay. If you want to have an extraordinary life, you have to do extraordinary things. And if you're not willing to do extraordinary things, you're not going to have an extraordinary life. It's that fucking simple. You could probably think off the top of your head, is there someone that you know, whether they're famous, a YouTuber, an influencer, whatever you want to call it? I know there's not one person that is regular as fuck but makes a fuck ton of money. That does regular shit and they just make a fuck ton of money. You're not going to see it. Even though streaming, even though OnlyFans and all that shit is easy, you still have to put in the work to be able to market yourself, promote yourself. You have to be entertaining. You have to do all these little things. Obviously, it's more than just a camera and you recording like I'm doing right now, but you have to constantly work on the little things that are going to get you to that end goal. And it all starts with the people you surround yourself with. If you have a circle of people that you know that aren't getting you to where you want to go, who you want to become, you have to separate yourself. And yes, it's going to be challenging. Yes, it's going to be boring. Yes, it's going to be very monotonous. But at the end of the day, would you rather go through this short temporary point of time in your life where you know it's for the better, or continue to be average for the rest of your life and complain about the amount of money you make, why you don't have what you have, why you don't have that car, why you don't have that girl, why you don't have the opportunity, why you aren't in the rooms with high level people? It all starts with you. And the moment you make that decision and be like, all right, I'm done fucking with the bullshit, that's when change happens. Once you tell yourself that you're done with the bullshit and done putting up with the bullshit, that's when shit changes. But you have to cold turkey the shit. You can't dibble and dabble with this shit. It's either you're all in or you're all out. You can't give this shit 50%. This shit is all or nothing. That's a quote from Baby Tron in his song. But I say that to say is I resonate with that quote because there was a point in time where I was like, dog, I've been growing up with these guys for a long time. Like, I kind of want to keep them around, but I know they're not good for me. Like, bro, you just have to get rid of them. You have to get rid of them. Because the moment you give this shit 50%, bro, you're not going to have the outcome that you want. That's why you have to give this shit, 150% at all times. Because if you don't, you're never going to get the outcome you desire. You'll get a half-ass result. And that half-ass result may be a half-ass amount of money, a half-ass amount of opportunity, a half-ass amount of high-level people. Like, you just have to really think about exactly what it is you want and go all in at it. Because at the end of the day, you get one shot at this shit so-called life. You get one fucking shot. One shot. Life is beautiful. You have one fucking shot at this shit. You, I'm talking to you. One fucking shot at this shit. So get up and do something for the better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you do not put yourself in uncomfortable situations in order for you to grow, you'll end up being like the rest of the normies, the regular people, the average people, the people that complain about everything in their life. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and follow for more, and I'll see y'all in the next one.